Hi, I'm Mike Veranda, and this is a Drupal module called AIDmi, which is short for AI Describe My Image. To learn more about this, please go to drupal.org/project/AIDmi. Now, what does AIDmi do? Well, in the next slides, I'm going to show you. The AIDmi module adds an ability in the Drupal to actually send images over to an AI API along with instructions for it to provide alt tag worthy descriptions to be used on your content, and overall increasing your image accessibility. And with that text, whenever it comes over, your users might actually get a better understanding of what it takes to describe an image, maybe a little more than just saying, like, what the image is, and providing a little more detail with the image as well. This detail that comes over from AI, you can modify it. So it's not just a static text box where you can only read it before you insert. You can actually make changes before it inserts into your document. So again, how is this done? It's through a CKEditor 5 plugin. On CKEditor, you have multiple different ways of working with images. But one of the ways of inserting images, once you insert the image, it's almost automatic with Drupal that it asks you about the alt tag. That's where I've placed a button right next to the alternative text box that says AI Describe My Image. When you click that button, that's where it is actually sent to the AI with a dialog box showing you what the return is for that individual image. Now, of course, a lot of times content, can come in a form of people copy and pasting from Word document. Maybe there's lots of images. Maybe there's one, maybe there's 6. And that's where the AI Describe My Image button that's actually on the toolbar for CKEditor comes in play. Where when you click that, that's when it'll scan the entire document. It will take all of the text inside of the CKEditor text area, send that over to AI, so AI can not only see all the different images that are involved in the content, but it can also take those images and describe it in a way of based on the context. Now, of course, the descriptions right now being sent from AI are small for alt text images, but this could help even more in the future if there was an option in AIDmi in order to provide long text descriptions that could possibly be below the image. In the previous slide, we saw where the individual image upload for CKEditor and the button for AI Describe My Image that would appear next to the alternative text box. When you click that button, this is actually what you would see, the AIDmi description box. And inside that AIDmi description box, you have a response back from AI that was actually, where it took and described the image that was sent over to it and sent back the text. This text is in a simple text area that you can modify. So, anything it sends back over to you, again, you can make those changes if you want to make any, and then go ahead and click Insert Text. So now we have some demo content and text generated from one of my favorite random text generators, and included in some complex images and charts, graphs, and other things that could be a little more. Some of them that could be a little more time consuming and confusing on how to describe it. There's an argument to be made on some of these charts that for accessibility, you really should have further information in your document. Other than just the alt tag, but for now, we're just going to take a look at how AI Describe My Image actually looks through all of these images and provides some simple alt text. And I click the button, and a dialog is going to appear. So right now, it's taking all of this content and sends it over to API, and that way it can see not only see the individual images, but also see where it's used in the content itself. Here we have for each one of our images, we have the current alt tag, the suggested alt tag, and set as decorative image. The current alt tag, right now it says read only, option disabled since alt is either blank or too short, is exactly what it says. These are all new images. We just pasted it in. So obviously there's no current alt tags. If your content already had some form of alt tag, that's where it would actually show it to you. It would only be a display. You can't modify that text through this editor. But what you can modify is the suggested alt text that comes over from AI. And and you have to select each one of these. So you have the three options. As long as you have an existing alt tab, you have this as an option. But if you see, I'm going to click insert text, and it's requiring each one of these. So you have to make your decision on this page before you click insert text on what exactly you're going to do. So let's go through here, and now we're going to click suggested alt text for each one of these images. And again, you can review, make changes, however you need whenever going through the alt text that is provided from AI. I'm going to click through, click each one of these. All right. You can see AI also didn't have much of a problem with handwritten information, and created a chart. For our last image here, let's actually type in a little something. This is a test. All right. Take a look at our source code. Now we see each one of these images, our alt text was inserted. But what about our last image? We can see here, this is a test. Again, you can find this Drupal module on drupal.org/project/AIDmi. And on the page itself, there's instructions and information on how to get your API key from Gemini API, and then also in setting up the module through the configuration in Drupal. If you need to reach me, you can actually do so through my Drupal profile, which is drupal.org/u/mferanda. Thank you for your time.